Welcome to this lesson. In this video, we'll be looking at conjunction and disjunction. So from our last lesson, we talked about truth tables and connectives. So we talked about the different types of connectives. So in this lesson, we'll be looking at conjunction and disjunction. So let's start with the first one, conjunction. So when two statements are joined using and, it is called a conjunction. So when the and is used to join two statements, it is called a conjunction. So an important point to notice, a conjunction is only true, so I'm going to highlight that, only true when both statements are true. So that is the condition for a conjunction. It is only true when both statements are true. So what do we mean by that? Let's look at an example. Consider the statements. So the first statement is P, it is raining. Q, it is cold. So using the conjunction, we can join these two statements together. And if we do that, we'll be having this P and Q. So that is a conjunction, P and Q. So I can write that as it is raining, it is raining, and it is cold, it is cold. So we've joined the two statements together using the and, which is the conjunction. So by imputing this now, we've been able to also add the and to join the first statement and the second statement together. So let's represent this on a truth table. So the conjunction P and Q. So it is raining and it is cold. So for us to draw a truth table for this statement, first of all, we have two statements, P and Q. Okay. So I'm going to adjust that line. Give me a second. Okay, so we have two statements, P and Q. Now, if I have one statement, for example, there are two possible answers to that statement. It is either true or it is false. But when I have two statements, it is either one of those statements is true and the other is false, or one of those statements is true, the other is true, or the first is false and the other is true, or both of them are false. So if I have two statements, these are the possible combinations. Is either the first statement is true, the second is false, or both of them are true, or the first is false and the second is true, or both of them are false. Is that okay? All right, so now for the conjunction P and Q, remember the statement P simply means it is raining, it is cold, right? And also remember, said a conjunction is only true when both statements are true. So let's come back to our table. All right, so the statement P, we have it is true and the statement Q is false. So what does that mean? when we say P is true, that simply means, remember, P is it is raining, right? So that is P, it is raining, and this is Q, it is cold. So remember, that is P and Q. So if I look at the first here on my table, this is true and this is false. So if we have false here, what does this false mean? False simply means it is not cold. Are you following? So false means it is not cold. So that means what we have here is it is raining, then here is it is not cold. But P and Q is it is raining and it is cold. But what we have here is it is raining and it is not cold. So P and Q is false. Why is it false? What we have here is it is raining, it is not cold. But what we have here is it is raining and it is cold. Is that clear? So let's look at the next one. P is true, Q is true. So it is raining and it is cold. So here we have P and Q. P and Q here means it is raining and it is cold. So that is true. I hope you know why it is true. It is raining, it is cold. P and Q is it is raining and it is cold. So it is raining and it is cold. Alright, so the next one, P is false. That means it is not raining. Then Q is true. It is cold. P and Q is it is raining and it is cold. So that will be false. Okay? So now the last one is false, false. That means it is not raining, it is not cold. But P and Q is it is raining and it is cold. So here is it is not raining, it is not cold. So that is false. So now if we look at our P and Q, it corresponds with what was stated here. A conjunction is only true when both statements are true. So we only have truth value here for P and Q, and that only occurs when both statements P and Q are true. Alright, so I'm sure you understood that. So just in case you don't, you can go back to the video and listen again. So thank you for watching. In the next video, we'll be looking at disjunction. So see you in the next video.